You're about to be seeing plenty of those ads. We're getting closer to the holiday season, and that means holiday shopping, of course. According to Bankrate, 50% of holiday shoppers plan to start shopping before Halloween. I am not one of them, but 12% started shopping in September and another 12% started back in August. Bankrate says early shoppers have more time to sign up for rewards and some of those cashback programs. So should you buy now, or is it better to wait? Let's bring in Kathryn Elllywicz. She is with Greenpath Financial Wellness. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So the holidays, obviously one of the biggest shopping seasons of the year, great for retailers, and a lot of people are going to be busy. Of course, shoppers are looking for deals. So do you think it's best to start now, or do they wait?
Yeah, it's a great question. There's great deals right now. But if it's something that you originally didn't plan to purchase, it's not a deal. So it's something to keep in mind. You want to kind of start with a plan for the holidays rather than kind of haphazardly starting to purchase things.
Okay, so write out a plan, kind of like with grocery shopping, write out a list, right?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yep. Write out the people that you need to buy for and about how much you're budgeting to pay and purchase for them.
Yeah, because if you don't, I would imagine that that could lead to a lot of spending that you maybe necessarily didn't plan for.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So what we really recommend to our clients is to take out a list and budget how much you want to spend on each person. And really, you want to make sure that that fits into your budget for the year. Because this is the time of year that people do tend to overspend. We do find an uptick in people calling Greenpath in January when they get hit with that credit card bill. It's a little higher than they maybe were expecting. So it's something to keep in mind throughout the holiday season. Um, have that budget, have that plan, and check back in with it throughout the season.
Right. And Kathryn, we know a lot of those retailers are obviously going to be trying to entice shoppers. What should they know in terms of what they're offering? How do you know if it's actually a good deal?
Yeah, it's a good point. So they use these techniques, these behavioral economic techniques, to get you in. They say it's urgent, right? You have to do it now. You have to buy now, in the next hour, the next day, right? And so what I encourage folks to do is to really, there are websites that track prices over time. Take a look. Is that actually a good deal compared to last month, or is it roughly the same price that it typically is, but they're putting that label of sale on it to get you to buy?
Now, there are some people who wait until the last minute, not saying it's me, but it might be me asking for a friend.
I hear you.
Yeah, but do you get deals the closer you wait to the actual holiday, or is it better to just kind of start now? Because I know sometimes they're trying to get rid of things at the last minute.
Yeah, I mean that could be one thing that I think that is a good thing about starting early is that you have time to be maybe a little more thoughtful with your gifts. Maybe you can make it personalized. I was just talking to a friend and she was saying, I bought personalized towels for the kids one year and it had their names on it. And because she started early, she could get that, right? And if you wait till the last minute, might not be able to get that personalized gift and you might feel pressure to spend a little more to have it be special. Whereas you could kind of maybe spend less if you planned ahead.
And lastly, mapping out a budget just for overall spending, depending on when you start early or late, whatever the case. But if you have a budget, that helps too, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And what we really find is that people, some of those expenses sneak up on people, right? So holiday travel, holiday decor, the what you're bringing to the holiday gathering, right? That fruit dish that costs money, or you're making a side dish that costs money. So really, when you're taking a look at your holiday budget, make sure you have all those line items in there so nothing sneaks up on you.
Okay, even if you give out this great advice, there are people like me, who I kind of mentioned there, who just still wait until the last minute. But there are still deals to be had, especially like with days like Black Friday.
There are. And it's a good idea to go into Black Friday, if that's when you're going to shop, go into Black Friday with a list of things that you're planning to buy, because it can really be enticing to grab something that seems like a really great deal and you just buy it and it wasn't on your list. It wasn't something you really needed.
And I got to ask you, Kathryn, you have all of the points here. Have you started your shopping yet?
That is a great question. I actually did last night in
Whoa.
anticipation of being in this interview today.
She's like, I'm going to be talking about
I
this.
didn't
I
want to
better
be
get at
behind.
least one thing.
Yes, exactly.
That's good. And what are you seeing out there just in terms of what the stores are offering? It's actually kind of surprising to me that they're offering it so early.
Yeah, it is. It feels like it's getting earlier and earlier every year. But I think there are some good deals. I do that price check, right? I do take a look and see what was the trend of this item. You can do that. There are a lot of websites out there that will do that for you before I buy because they want you to. They sell that urgency, and I have noticed in myself that urgency gets away from me. So really kind of taking a deep breath, taking a step back, and seeing whether this is something that fits into your budget and your plan.
All right, Kathryn, I speak for other procrastinators when I say you are setting a great example for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.